Greetings one and all. Welcome back to my kitchen here today, where I'm going to be making a nice curry, a korma to be exact. And I'm going to be making it along the lines of a standard easy peasy sort of recipe for a chicken korma. But as you can tell by the title, I'm also going to be adding an unusual ingredient, I guess, some fruit, strawberry, to the end curry. And it's just a bit of a idea of mine I've been wanting to try, so I'm going to give it a go. You know, in certain parts of Asia and subcontinent and that, there's often, those curry flavours do go with those sort of fruit, sweet flavours. You know, we've all seen mango curries, and there's a beautiful curry I tried once in Rajasthan, watermelon curry, which I'm going to do on my channel here one day. Just haven't got around to it yet. But this one is definitely an experiment, so I'm inviting you to join me on the journey, and we'll see how we go. So the first thing I'm just going to do first is make a paste, a standard korma paste. Now the backbone of any good korma paste is the onion, and unlike usual curries where we just sort of soften the onion and then use it in our curry, in the case of a korma, we really want to caramelize it and almost not burn it badly, but yeah, get that real strong caramelization on the onion. So at that point, I've just got some olive oil in my Matty Boom Boom wok. I'm going to add a dollop of ghee or two. We're going to melt that, and once that ghee is melted and into that olive oil, it's starting to heat up, I've got 2 brown onions that I've just sliced. I'm going to throw them in that ghee and oil. And like I say, I'm going to give those a good saute until they get some good colour on them. And then I'm going to let them completely cool down before we use them in our paste. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, I finished caramelizing my onion there in that ghee and oil. I've just got my processor out, and those onions are completely cooled now. I've had them sitting there for a while. So I'm going to throw them into my processor. Along with, I've got 8 cloves of garlic that I've peeled. I've got a big knob of ginger, I've just cut into chunks. I've got about a 1.5 inch bit of fresh turmeric that I've just cut into chunks. I've got a 1/2 cup of almonds. Now these are slivered almonds, that's just because I had slivered almonds. Use whole almonds, whatever you want. I've got a 1/4 cup of cashews, and there you go. Now korma's not traditionally too spicy, so we've just got a few mild spices. I've got a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, which is, as you know, quite mild. I've got a teaspoon of coriander powder ground, about a teaspoon of sea salt, and I've got a 1.5 teaspoons of garam masala. And I cheated today and brought store-bought garam masala instead of making my own, but do it either way. Like I say, this is the easy peasy recipe. And last thing to that is I've got 1 cup of yogurt. We'll just whiz that up. Alrighty guys, so I've put that paste aside just for now. What I've got here is I've got a kg, so about 6 there were, of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and each one I've just cut into 4 pieces. And I've kept that oil that I cooked the onion in, caramelised the onion in, the oil and the ghee, and because it's still got flavour in it. I'm just going to give that chicken a bit of a fry. And I might actually do that in 2 batches so I get a bit of colour on the chicken. Alright, I'll get on with that and I'll get back to you. Alrighty guys, so my brown chicken's just sitting there temporarily aside there. I've still got my Matty Boom Boom wok going there. I'm just going to take my paste now and throw it in to the wok. And I've just lowered the heat a bit. I'm just going to give that paste just a little bit of a cook through, just for a few minutes, couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Like I say, I'm more on a medium heat than that high heat that I was searing the chicken on. Alright, I'll get back to you shortly. Alrighty guys, now once I've cooked out that paste a little bit, just for a couple of minutes, I'm going to get my plate of brown chicken. I'm going to throw it in there, resting juices and all. Get it all in there. I'm going to stir them through. And we're just going to continue frying that just for another 5 minutes or so, but just make sure you keep giving it a bit of a stir so it doesn't sort of stick on the bottom, that paste. Alrighty guys, so I've been sauteing that curry sauce with my chicken pieces for about 5 minutes. Like I say, just on a medium heat, giving it a good stir. Now, I've got here about a cup of water, and I'm just going to add that in. And we're just going to stir that up. Get it to a boil, then down to a simmer, and then we're just going to let that simmer away for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so. We want the sauce to thicken back up, but we want to give it a bit of time for those flavours to really develop as well. Alrighty guys, so my korma has been simmering away there for about 15 minutes so far, so yeah, I'm going to leave it a little bit longer, but it's getting close. Now, as alluded to in the title and the introduction, I'm going to be adding some fresh strawberries. So all I've been doing is taking these beautiful whole strawberries, just taking off the green leafy bit and cutting them in half. Simple as that. Oh, and incidentally, that's 250 grams of strawberries, fresh strawberries. Alrighty guys, so my korma there, it's been simmering now for probably more like about 25 minutes, and I'm really happy with the consistency of it now. I did just taste it, and I'm just going to add another little sprinkle of salt to that. Stir that in. And now I'm going to actually turn the heat off, and I'm going to get those strawberry halves, drop them into my korma, just gently mix them through. And we're just going to let that sit there just for 5 minutes before we serve it. Alright, I'll see you shortly for the tasting. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, I've served up a portion of my chicken and strawberry korma. As I say, a bit of an experiment. Now it's not supposed to be spicy like I said, but just for my own taste I've just garnished it with a few green chilies on top there. Totally optional of course, and I'll taste it without them first. Yeah, I'm really happy with the korma sauce. Well, that's a tried and true recipe, well, one I like anyway, but it'd be interesting to see how it goes with this strawberries, which have just softened a little bit by tipping them through that sauce. Let's get a bit of strawberry with a bit of our chicken, like so. Well, I said I wasn't going to put a chili on to start with. Let's get that off. Oh man. Just licking your fingers is good. Alright, let's try it all together. No more. Man, those strawberries are just delicious with that creamy, sort of nutty korma sauce. Well, I guess that makes sense. Strawberries and cream. Wow. Then you've got the nice protein. There's a hint of spice there, but yeah, nothing major, obviously. Wow. Really liking that. I will try a bit of strawberry in the sauce and a chili. It's just such a nice contrasting texture, the strawberry to the chicken meat. You bite into it, you get that sweetness obviously, but also that bit of acidity, which again goes really nice with the korma sauce. It's yum. I don't know, I realise this is a bit out of left field, but it's really, I really hope you give it a try. It's quite delicious. You have to take my word for it unless you try it. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting me, especially you long-term supporters. And but yeah, all you guys that have got on board recently as well. There's been quite a few lately. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. If you haven't jumped on board this train yet, can I ask you hit that subscription button? That'd be great. There's no obligation on your part. There's no cost or anything like that. It just helps my channel out. No end. Alrighty guys, I will see you all next time.